Hi guys, welcome back to Charmed Intuition Tarot. So I'm at a totally new setting today. I'm actually on vacation right now and I'm at a friend's family's house and it is packed right now. So I've gone off and I've started to record and you might hear some voices because it's like do you remember the movie Home Alone? It's kind of like that right now. There's a whole bunch of people here. We're having an awesome time and I thought I would record as I can here and get some videos out to you guys. So today actually my friend helped me shuffle the cards, shuffle the piles, and the theme we chose today was what your friends want you to know but are afraid to tell you or aren't telling you. So there's some people in your life that might have something that they want to tell you but they don't really know how to go about telling you, okay? So we have 3 piles here. And just want to thank you guys again, as always, for all of your support. This channel is just blowing my mind. I can't believe it. I have to laugh too. The last video I had this burn and you guys were so sweet. You guys were sending me such like healing messages in the comments that you guys are just the sweetest. I couldn't ask for like a sweeter group of subscribers. You guys are amazing. And one person was like, because I had mentioned that I got my burn at the grocery store, and one person's like, probably, they said she probably burned her hand trying to get a rotisserie chicken. That's exactly what happened. So I did laugh. I thought, oh my gosh. But I mean, I guess that's the only place you could burn yourself at a grocery store. So I laughed at that. But yeah, I was trying to pick up a chicken and I burnt myself because that's me. I'm always very clumsy. So we have the 3 piles here. I'll let you guys choose. We're going to do the charms as well. And we've got this little ballerina, a turtle, and this miniature cute Coca-Cola bottle, which is so adorable. So again, just to remind you, the question is, what do your friends or family want you to know but they're afraid to tell you? Okay, so this is going to be sort of specific, and this might not resonate with everyone. Again, this is going to be reaching a large group of people, so this might not resonate with everybody. Okay, so take your time, pause the video if you need to, and we'll get started with number 1. Okay, group 1, let's see what you have. So for your tarot cards, you have the Star, the Hierophant, the Strength card. So you have 3 major arcana cards. You've got the Patience card, Elephant, Dragonfly, Time to Go. Let me make sure you can see all of those. You've got Secrets and Healing. Okay, let's pull your charms right away. Okay. So we have some letters here. We have a P, an L, and a J. Alright, so let's just put these aside and then we'll look at them all together. So let's look at your tarot cards first. So you have the Star, the Hierophant, and the Strength card. So right away with the Star card, I think a lot of your friends, something that they might want to tell you is that they're sort of, they might be a little bit jealous of you. And in a good way though, like they feel like you've got it all figured out. They've sort of put you high up on this pedestal, and a lot of people might view you as their best friend. So you might find a lot of people want to be your best friend. They really like being around you. And I think with the Hierophant card and with the Strength card here, it's because you are somebody who's very tolerant. Okay, I think you give a lot of people a lot of strength. I feel like they look up to you. So people really look up to you, and they feel like you've got your ducks in a row. And I think you've taught them a lot too. So that's something that they really admire about you. So they're very attracted to you. Like you give them a lot of hope. You know, the Star card can oftentimes be about hope, finding new faith, things like that. So, you know, not only do they feel like you've got it all figured out, they might be jealous of you, but they really love being around you because you help them sort of figure out their own problems. What jumped out at me was the Time to Go card. And I feel like for a lot of you, your friends might be afraid that you're going to drift apart. Like this is a fear that they have, and they might be afraid to tell you. So they're afraid that there's going to be, and you might be going through this with them right now. So some of your relationships might be starting in a new phase. So they're feeling a little bit nervous that you're going to drift apart or not talk as much. Like that's something that is on their mind a lot. So that might be sort of the main theme of this reading for you, is just the fact that they're afraid that you're going to drift apart, because they do appreciate your advice. They appreciate your wisdom. They appreciate your strength and all the hope that you give them, and they just really look up to you, and they might not tell you that, but that's sort of what I'm getting. Okay. Actually, with secrets and dragonfly, these two connect nicely, okay? Because the dragonfly is oftentimes about illusion and secrets. So what I'm seeing here is that they find you very mysterious. I feel like they wish that you would talk to them more, because I feel like they feel like they're sharing, they're sharing all of their hopes and dreams with you, and you're giving them advice a lot of the time, but they feel like they want to give you advice, or they feel like they want you to share more. They find you very secretive. So you might actually be a Scorpio. Some of you watching are very secretive, so they want you to share more with them, because they might have a hard time figuring you out sometimes. They find you very secretive, but also very trusting. So they do feel like they can trust you. They know that you're a vault, but they do want you to open up more with them. So with the healing, the patience, and the elephant card, and actually the strength card too, all of these connect really nicely. So the patience card, patience and strength have very similar meanings. So the strength card is about being tolerant, and actually the elephant is about being gentle too, compassionate, loyal. So they find you to have all of these qualities. You're very patient, you're very strong, very tolerant, you're healing for them. Like when they talk to you and you give them this advice, they find you very healing. Like they feel like you're somebody that they can always talk to and share their problems with. The elephant, so again, that deep wisdom, these two connect. When you think of an elephant, you think of that deep wisdom. And loyalty, family, friendship, that's what I see when I see the elephant. So they know that you're such an important person to them. And with the star card, I think like you're their star, you're the main friend in their life that they know that they can count on and trust, and they're terrified of losing you. So I think that's the main thing here. So what your friends want you to know, group one, is that they're really afraid to lose you. They're afraid you're going to drift apart, which that happens in friendships and all relationships. There's times when you drift apart for a little while, and you might come back together, but there are, that does happen in any sort of relationship. So that's normal. But they're afraid of that. They're afraid of drifting apart from you. And they do find you, again, very mysterious. They have a hard time figuring you out. They trust you, but they find you very secretive with them, okay? So let's see what we have here. So along with secrets, we have the bottle with the lid, okay? So again, keeping your feelings inside. So they want you to release your feelings and your secrets. Like they want you to share with them as much as they share with you. So they feel like you don't share as much. But again, they find you very gentle, with the elephant and the gentle charm. They find you very gentle. You're a problem solver. I think they admire your money managing abilities too. For a lot of you, this might not apply to everybody, but for a lot of you, you just seem to have it all together. Like I said earlier, you're just a good friend. You've got it all figured out. They see that you're in control of your own life, and they envy that sometimes, because maybe there's some, if it's one particular person that you're thinking of, maybe they have a hard time getting control of their life or situations. So they are a little bit envious that you seem to have it all figured out. The emotionally unavailable charm, they might find you that way. So with the secrets, card, and where was that? The illusion card with the dragonfly, they do find you a little bit mysterious sometimes, and they want you to open up. So like I said, with the bottle here, and yeah, they feel like you have all the answers. We also have this moon charm. Okay, so the moon is again about secrets, the unseen. With the emotionally unavailable, they just feel like you don't open up as much as they would like you to. But maybe that's for a reason. Maybe you don't find them as trusting as they find you. That could be the case. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. So again, the letters we have are P, L, and J. But with the key, I just think of having the answer. So you're somebody that they go to when they need advice. They see that you've got it all together. At least that's how they perceive you. So you might not feel that way, but they perceive you as somebody who has it all together. You have all the answers. With the travel and the time to go card, this also makes me think of the fact that they're afraid of you leaving. They're afraid of you making new friends sometimes. So this person might get jealous. And again, with that star, because they, like I said, they might sort of view you as the star. They might have some jealous tendency sometimes with you. I think it's because they're afraid you're going to make new friends. They're afraid that you're going to replace them, even though that's not your nature. That's not something that you're going to do. This person or these people might have, you know, some self-confidence issue. For you guys in particular, I think this is one specific person. So if this isn't resonating, then it might not apply to you, but I think for a lot of you, this is one specific person that you're thinking of. So they might try to really sort of get you to open up a lot. They might ask you a lot of questions, and like I said, chances are you're very secretive. You're somebody that keeps their own business to themselves, and that might drive them a little bit nuts sometimes, but that's okay. Again, you know, you have to trust somebody to open up. So I think for you, you're just somebody who doesn't trust as much as they do. But again, I think they see you as their star. They see you as somebody that gives them a lot of hope. They see you as somebody who gives them, like, they look up to you. They see that you're successful. You've sort of renewed their faith too. So I think when they talk to you about their problems, you give them a lot of hope and a lot of really wise advice with the Hierophant. So you've got a lot of experience. You've taught them so much, and they really do look up to you. So this person might even be a little bit younger than you. So they do look up to you. Okay, group 1. Okay, so if that resonated, let me know below in the comments. If you have any other video ideas, I'd love to hear them. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, group 2, if you chose the little turtle charm, this message is for you. Let's find out what your friends might be afraid to tell you, or they're just not telling you. So you have the 4 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. You have Sanctuary, the Bee, Cheetah, Clean It Up, Truth, and the In-Between. Very nice. So let's do your charms right away. Okay, wow, a lot of charms for you, group 2. Sorry, I'm blocking your light here. Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot going on. So we have a Leo, so some of you might be a fire sign, or your friend might be a fire sign. We have a P, a K, and an L. Lots going on. We'll take a closer look at the charms in just a minute, but let's first look at your cards. So for your tarot cards, you have 2 swords, and then you have cups. So for you guys, I feel like you guys are on some sort of journey right now, and your friends are just wanting the best for you. This could be a friend in particular, or just a group of friends, a group of people in your life. But I think for you, right away, what catches my eye is the Bee. So they see that you work very hard. You're somebody that you go with the Cheetah card too. You never stop. You're somebody that works really hard. You don't take a rest. So I think your friends need you to take a rest. That's what they want for you, and they're afraid to tell you to do that because, again, you're a go person. You're somebody that you work very hard, but they see that you might be sort of tiring yourself out at this point. Okay, they see that they know the truth about something that you might not be seeing. And when we pulled this little charm, the little hot air balloon, makes me think of perspective. So they want you to see things through their perspective about a certain matter. And with this Cups card, this 8 of Cups, I'm feeling like you might be leaving a relationship. This could have to do with you leaving something behind. This could be, again, a job, a friend, like a different friend. This could be just a person in your life, a coworker. This could be anything, but they see that you're in a transition with this in-between card and then the 8 of Cups. These two have very similar meanings. So they see that you're going through a really big transition right now, and they want you to make the best decision for yourself. With this two of Swords, this can be about being very defensive as well, or being in denial, or even just ignoring the truth. So you're not seeing something. Do you see how her eyes are covered? So she's not seeing something very clearly. We also have the Moon here, so that's about illusion. So she's not seeing, and like, look at the 2 sides. So she's not seeing something. You're not seeing something, or they feel like you're not. You very well could, have this situation figured out, but they don't see it that way. They're worried about you. So they want to tell you that they're worried for some reason about you. Sanctuary, the Sanctuary card makes me think that they want you to sort of take a time out to yourself to sort of look at things through this different perspective, or just to help you through this transition. I think you're somebody who's going through some changes. And again, if this doesn't resonate, it might not be for you. 4 of Swords, again, that actually makes sense perfectly as well, because this is about taking a time out. This could be about viewing things from a different perspective after taking a rest. So thinking about your future. Your friends seem very concerned about you in a loving way, like not in a, they're not trying to be controlling, but I think they've seen that you've gone through something and that you need to leave something behind. And for a lot of you, I think this might be a friend or a relationship. So or it could be a career or something like that, or even just, this could be a pattern of behavior too, for a lot of you. So maybe some of you have been having, some issues or some personal issues that people want you to really get through. Like they're really rooting for you. They want you to move on. But I do see the fact that you're, with the cheetah and the bee here, I see that you're very busy and you're not taking a time out. So I think, for a lot of you, there could be the need for you to take some time. Your friends really want you to take a time out to figure something out and to see something very clearly. Clean it up. So these cards actually connect perfectly. This to me, I think of sweeping out the old, sweeping out what isn't good for you, and that's what they want you to do. So again, this could be anything. This could be a career, this could be a friend, this could be a bad relationship, this could be an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. I think for a lot of you that might be the case actually. Like an ex that isn't the best for you. They really want you to move on and find somebody better, or focus on the person you're with. I feel like there's an ex for a lot of you that you might need to move on from, with this 8 of Cups, and then clean it up. And with this 2 of Swords, again, you might not be seeing the truth about this person. With the Truth card, you might not be seeing the truth, and they do, like they see how this person is and they want you to move on, but they see that you're in a transition stage, you're having a hard time moving on. So this is a little bit more specific, group 2, so if this isn't resonating, this might not be for you, okay? Let's take a look at your charms with your cards together. Losing cards here. Okay. So the door right away, I think of the in-between, right? I think of transition when you see the door, like one door closed, the door landed with the door closed. So I feel like you are in a stage of transition. You're in a stage where there's a lot of changes. With the worry doll, I see that maybe it's making you anxious. They see that. With the Sun, I think of truth. So again, they know the truth about the situation. For a lot of you, this might be a work situation as well. So they want you to move on to a better job. They want you to, maybe there's something at work that's been stressing you out. You're just in a transition with something, okay? And this will be different for everybody, because it's covering a lot of people. But there's gonna be a change that you're going through right now, and they really want you to make the best decisions for yourself, and maybe even be a little bit selfish. They want you to take your needs into account here. They want you to put yourself first. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Your friends really care a lot about you. They really want you to confide in them, and they really want to spend some time with you. I see the fact that they do, like they care about you. They want the best for you. The things that they're concerned about, again, they're not trying to be controlling. They want you to have the best life for yourself. So that's what I'm seeing here. They're really concerned about, maybe you're somebody who gives too much to other people. That could be the case, but whatever it is, they really want you to put some focus on yourself. And they have a lot to say. They have a lot that they want to say with this bottle with the lid on. I feel like they want to tell you all these things. But again, they're afraid that you might be a little bit defensive. Okay, with that 2 of Swords, you might, they might feel like you're not somebody that they can approach about certain things. But overall, I see the fact that they want the best for you. They see that you can have so much and you're on this journey right now, and they want you to pick a certain direction. That's what I'm seeing. And again, for a lot of you, you're going to know exactly what this is about. For some of you, it might not resonate, but for a lot of you, they're very focused on something with this focus charm. So they see they see where you should be. They see your potential. They see that you're going through this transition. With the Truth card, they see the truth. They know what is best for you, or they feel like they do. And they do want you to spend some time with that 4 of Swords as well. And the Sanctuary card, they want you to spend some time sort of figuring things out so that you can clean up what no longer serves you. Because maybe you're working so hard that you're not spending enough time, focusing on these things that matter, or problem solving for yourself, or doing things for yourself. So there's a lot of elements to this reading, guys. And again, some pieces might resonate, some pieces might not, but you guys are definitely going through some sort of transition or change, and your friends just want you to know that they're there for you. They're there for you to confide in. They're trusting with this little heart locket. I feel like your friends, or the people that you're thinking of right now, are very trusting. They want you to trust them. With the teapot, I think of like confiding, you know, talking to friends. The bottle again, so they want you to talk to them about their worries. They might help you look at things through a different perspective. There might be some answers that they have that might be of use to you. For some of you, for a few of you, this might be money worries. So maybe there's like debt issues that they really want to help you work through. This is going to be covering a lot of people, this particular reading, so lots of different situations. But your friends have a lot of wisdom that they want to help. And like, again, you might know these things. They might not realize that you do. But for them, they're just seeing the fact that you're on this journey and they want you to leave something behind. Okay, so they're not really seeing the full picture necessarily, but they want to make sure that you're making the best decisions for yourself. Okay, group 2, I hope that resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment. If you have any other suggestions for videos, I'd love to hear it. And thank you guys as always. See you next time. Bye. Okay, group 3, if you chose the little mini Coca-Cola bottle, this message is for you. So we have 7 of Swords, the Sun, and the High Priestess card. Purity, forgiveness, wisdom, loyal heart, alligator, and buffalo. Let me just make sure you can see all of those. Not quite, eh? Some of them are out of frame. Okay, let's look at your charms right away. Okay, so we have lots of charms here. We have 2 letters, an M and an N. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards first. So you have the Sun, High Priestess, so you have 2 major arcanas, and then you have the 7 of Swords. So you guys, I think they're worried about you being taken advantage of. I think your friends are worried that you're not seeing. Sort of what I'm getting is the fact that with the Sun card, people are very attracted to you, right? You might feel this. I feel like you have a very positive energy. People really are drawn to you. You know, you brighten people's days. I think with the High Priestess card, you have a lot of wisdom. You're very healing for people. And I feel like you've got this intuitive nature about you that people are very attracted to you. And I think that you are somebody that sees past false, you know, people that are false or lying, but you're like I think for you guys, one friend in particular might be worried about you being such a trusting and forgiving person because you have the forgiveness charm too, or card, sorry. So you are very forgiving. You're somebody who's very tolerant. With the Purity card, I think that you're somebody who you see the good in everyone. And then again, with the Loyalty card, I mean, these cards make a lot of sense because you're somebody that you're very faithful, you're a very devoted friend. And I think there's a group of friends in particular that want you to stand your ground. So this could be a work issue. So maybe you're not defending yourself at work. Maybe there's a group of friends that aren't, you know, maybe they just take you for granted or something like that. So your friends want you to, you know, be stubborn, stand your ground, and defend yourself with the alligator. With the alligator card, your friends want you to defend yourself more. So they might see you as a very soft, loving person, but they do see that you're very smart and intuitive too. So I think that they know that you can handle yourself, but they know that you're such a nice person that you might not do it. Okay, you might not defend yourself as much as you should. So this might not be talking about a situation that's taking place now. For you guys, I think this is just more of a general tone of your personality that they might worry about sometimes. So I feel like for you guys, your friends find you so honest and so pure and so loving. And again, with that Sun card, they know that people are attracted to you. With the Sun card, I think of like people just being drawn to you, right? You make people feel warm and positive. You brighten their moods and you make them feel very good. But that's everybody, right? You're attracting people that are good, but you're attracting people perhaps that might take you for granted, take advantage of your kindness. We also have the little pirate charm here, which always reminds me of the 7 of Swords. So this can be about dishonesty, taking things that don't belong to you. So I think you might have maybe a family member in your life or a friend that takes so much, right? They never give to you and they just take. Or maybe this could be somebody at work that takes advantage of your skills or your time, and maybe you're not getting the proper recognition or payment, maybe if this is something to do with at work. So, you know, your friends really see that you do so much and people aren't giving you as much as you deserve in return. But I think, again, with the High Priestess and the Wisdom card, I think you're well aware of this. This is something that you intuitively know. You're very smart and you're very wise. I think you do see past people's, motives. I think you do see the truth in people, especially with the High Priestess. You're very intuitive. So you see this. Your friends just might not be aware that you see it, okay? I think you're just so kind that you allow this behavior sometimes. Like, you allow people to maybe be a little bit sneaky, or again, at work, perhaps maybe people are not giving you, like, maybe they're putting too much work on you and not giving you proper recognition. Or maybe they're putting more jobs on you and not giving you enough pay. This could be a relationship. This could be your kids. Maybe this could represent your if you have children and they're take. They leave the house messy, and you're the one cleaning it. Things like that. I just see the fact that you're giving. You give, and they want you to remember that you can defend yourself. Okay, especially with this alligator. You don't have to be so soft. You can defend yourself. You can say no. It's okay to say no. It's always okay to say no. And the buffalo, stand your ground, okay? Be stubborn. If you're standing up for yourself and you know that it's the right thing, do it. I mean, not everyone's going to like when you stand your ground, right? But if it's something that, is important to you and you do feel like you might be being taken for granted, it is okay to stand up for yourself. Because again, with the Sun, people just love being around you, and they might even drain your energy. So for you, you might be somebody like people love being around you so much. They appreciate your wisdom and all the advice that you have. So you might be the kind of person where your friends always want to go to you for advice. So every time they have a problem in their life, they come and they just dump it on you. So, they're going through something in their marriage or their relationship or at work. They come to you, they dump on you, they leave feeling really refreshed, but that you feel drained. So things like that, okay? Again, you're going to know what this pertains to. So with the Ten of Wands charm, again, you're taking on too much of other people's responsibilities, taking on too much of other people's stresses, perhaps. And it is important to take time to yourself. It is important to say no when you need to. Stand your ground. Say no. Put your defenses up when you're such a soft, kind person. You might not get recognized for that, but you're a very kind person. So, people tend to, when there's kind people, they tend to dump all of their problems on them and then walk away again feeling refreshed. So that's one thing to consider. Let's take a closer look at your charms. So with the Lighthouse, again, I feel like you're somebody that, people are drawn to, right? You give them hope. You have all the answers. You've got it all figured out. When they're feeling foggy, with the hammer, you're a problem solver. Let's just hold these up for you guys. You're a great problem solver. You seem to have all the answers, but you take on too much, I think. And this, for a lot of you, could involve marriage, okay? Could involve marriage. And it doesn't mean that these people or this person is doing it on purpose. I think because you're so kind and you do so much for people that they don't realize, okay, because you are somebody who's just so warm that they might think, oh, well, she doesn't mind or he doesn't mind, when in fact, it is draining you. You are taking on a lot. Two of Swords. I think that might have been the other group. Yeah, the other group had the Two of Swords as well. But yeah, so this can be about people being not seeing the truth, not seeing the full picture. So for you, a lot of people don't really see that this might be draining you. Okay, taking on so much might be draining you. So for you guys, I see us in this, for a lot of this is going to involve friendships, okay? So maybe you're somebody who, you have a friendship with somebody and they, they're always texting you, okay, oh my gosh, this is happening, this is going on in my life, like what should I do? And then they don't even ask you how you are, like that kind of vibe. So it is important to, set boundaries. Okay, with the Buffalo card too and the alligator, these two make a lot of sense. So, set boundaries, say no when you need to, take some time for yourself. Because again, with the Forgiveness card, I think you are so forgiving. Purity card, you're so loving and kind that people tend to not really take your needs into consideration. So you have a friend right now or a group of friends that want you to see this about yourself, okay? They want you to know that you are such a kind heart, you're so loyal and so loving. And with the key here, you have all the answers. You've got it all figured out here with this little key. little keyhole here. You've got the answers. You're somebody you're a problem solver with this lighthouse. You're an excellent friend. They view you as like a lucky charm almost. Like when they come to you with their issues, they know that you're going to have the answer. But again, because you're so soft and so warm-hearted, it's important to set boundaries. People are very attracted to being around you. You've got a lot of wisdom. And I think you do know this, but the Wisdom card and the High Priestess, I think you intuitively know this about yourself. Maybe this is something that you're trying to already change, like setting boundaries, setting more boundaries. Because again, people do seem to come to you with all their problems and not really ask you how you're doing. So that's something that's important. I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, with the Want charm, I think of like, focusing on what you want for a while, your own dreams. You've got the Dream charm. Okay, so focusing on your own wants, your own dreams, creating something for yourself. I think for you guys, it's important. So there's a friend right now or a group of friends that want you to put yourself first for a while, okay? I think you're somebody that doesn't put yourself first. You put other people's needs and, your family's needs and your friends' needs and your work before you. You put everybody else before you. So there is somebody in your life that wants you to see this. They want you to follow your own dreams, put yourself first, not take on too many burdens. You don't have to be a problem solver for everybody. You can set boundaries. You don't have to be there all the time for everybody. Okay, your own health and well-being is important as well, okay? So group 3, I hope this resonated. If you have any other suggestions for videos this week, definitely leave them in the comments. I love your suggestions, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.